My construction lines here are going to be darker, but yours, please make them lighter. The reason I'm making them darker is so that you guys can see what is on the board. Ne? So now this is how you start with your drawing. If this is point A, what you need to do is you need to draw a line going up. Remember, this is supposed to be a construction line. Eh? Going up here for our isometric box, what is the measurement that we are looking for? 20. So what you do here is you go there with your ruler and then you measure 70. Shh. There's my 70 name. And then after that, I need to complete the box. I then draw another line going this side. And then, do you see how I place my 36? Point A to your left hand side, 60. So you take your ruler there and then you measure 60. It is 60 on your left and also 60 on your right hand side. Look at this. I said from here to there it's 60. Ne? Hello? From here to there it's 60, and then from here to here again it's 60, and then the height is now what? 70. So you know what I'm going to do? I'll just go and erase the other lines that are there, actually this line, and leave it where 70 ends, and then on this side again I'll erase and leave it where 60 ends, so that now I have exactly the measurements that I'm looking for. 60, 60, and then 70. Ne? Do you know what you need to do? You take this one up, right? Like this. You don't need to measure 70 here again. What you need to do is you place your 30, 60 like this, and then you see what I've just done. My T-square was down there, but I then pushed it up, and when I push it up, this is what I'm going to do. Where the 70 ends, I'm just going to take it to the right hand side, and then complete this. I'm doing. This is how you complete your box, like this, right? And then the rest of the box, you're just going to draw it like this. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm pushing up my T-square, and then so that I can be able to draw. And look at how the 30-60 is placed. It's still at an angle of 30 degrees. Do you see that? That's why I say to you, an isometric is drawn at an angle of 30 degrees. So I'm going to draw this line here, and then I have a box there, né? But this is not the complete box that you need to be working with. There's still other lines that you need to add. How do you add those lines? I still have my T-square placed here. Do you see that? My T-square is placed like this. Then for me to complete this isometric is you come to this point and then you draw a line at an angle of 30 degrees like this. And then you draw another line there. And then you'll see that those points, they actually meet there. Né? And then when you take this one up like this, it will go straight to that point. And then now, do you see that now I have a box? There's this side, that side, and then the other sides as well, né? At the back. And so all the sides are there. My box is complete. This is how you start your isometric. Remember, the height of my drawing is 70. There's my box. And then from A to your left is 60. From A to your right is 60. And it has a base, and then the hexagonal prism is sitting on top of that base. So what you do is you come where A is, and then you measure A 20 going up. So you come here with your ruler, and then you measure 20 like this. There's my 20. And then what do I do with this point 20? This is what you're going to do. You take this one there, and then you place it again like this. Take it there. Do you see what I'm doing? Now, again, I'm going to draw there. And I want you to confirm and tell me that, is this base now visible on this drawing? Do you see now I've actually made a territory there? The base is already existing. Do you see that? Now, on top of this base, what is there? Is the hexagon of this base. We need to place a hexagon. Now, how do you draw a hexagon in isometric? You need what is called an auxiliary view, ne? Hello? You need what is called an auxiliary view. And on your drawing paper there, you have a space where you are provided a center line. I'm going to draw it like this. I'm going to draw it as two solid lines. We're going to draw an auxiliary view of the hexagon, ne? There are two methods of how you can draw a hexagon. We are going to use the compass method. 25. So what you do is you take your ruler and then you measure 25 from your ruler with your compass. You take your ruler, you open it up to 25. And since my ruler here is in centimeters, I'm going to open it to 2.5. There it is. That's the measurement I'm looking for. And then what do you do with this 2.5? You see that part where now you are given the center line there. You place your compass at the center of the center line. Do you see that? You place your compass there, and what do you do now? You are going to draw half of a circle like this. Do you see that? And then how do I continue now? I'll place my compass here. And when I place it here, I'm going to make a point there. And then I'm going to place it again there and make a point. So these points are the ones that I need for my auxiliary view. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect like this. I'm going to connect this point, then that point. This is what we call an auxiliary view. And the reason I drew this auxiliary view there is so that I can take the actual measurements of the hexagon and place them where? On my drawing. I have this base, and you know that from this point to there is what? 60, and also this side to there is what? 60. So now what we now need on this drawing is a center line. We now need a center line on top of this base here. How do I get a center line? I then say, what is half of 60? 30, I make a point, there's my 30. What is half of 60 again on this side? 30, There's my 30. Those 2 points that I've created now, I'm going to use them to draw the center line. How do you draw the center line? There's the half of 60 and there's the half of 60 again. So I'm placing my, you see how it is? This drawing all the way through, it is drawn using the angle of 30 degrees. Now I place my set square like this, then draw this line there, and also draw the line there. Now do you see that the box now has the center point there? Do you see that? Now I'm going to use this center point as a reference for me to draw the hexagon. So now I'm going to place my, do you see where I'm placing it? I'm placing my compass there from the center to the other point of the hexagon. Do you see that? I'm placing this there. So what am I going to do with it? I'm taking this measurement from here and then I'm going to place it there on my drawing, and then I make a point there, this one. So what you need to do is, after you have placed your compass at the center there to make this point, you can also just rotate it to the other side to make this point here. So how many points do I have now? I have this point and that point of the hexagon. What am I left with? I'm left with this point and that point. How do you do it? You place your compass there. Hello? I take this measurement first and then place my compass right there, make a point, and then make another point there. Those are the 2 points that I have, this one and there. And what do I do with those points? You now need to draw a line. I'm going to draw a line there and draw another line. And then what is it that you are looking for on this line? You are looking for this distance that I've drawn now. I am actually looking for a distance there to there, which is actually this one to there. Are you following? Now from there, what do? You need to take your compass like this. Take this measurement, place your compass there, make that point, and that point again. Did you see how I actually got this point and that point? Guys, did you see how I got this point and this point? Now I don't have to come here and take the compass and take this measurement again. I can easily transfer it like this. You see, this is the point I'm talking about. You place your compass like your 30-60 like this, and then you make that point there, place it there, then make the points. So how many points do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and those points are for the hexagon. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to connect this. That's there. So now you know you can transfer this center line up there. And how do you transfer it? Do you see that this is where 30 is, ne? Look at what I'm going to do. If I want to transfer this center line here, I'm just going to place my t-square, like my set square like this, and then take this line up there. So this line here, I've already found the center. Do you see that? That's how I found the center there. And then also on this side, you transfer this one, take it up. And then what do you do with this point and that point? You're actually going to draw a line there and draw another one going there. Then how do you do it? You place your 30-60 like this, draw the line, turn it around, and then draw another line. The very same way I've got the hexagon there is how I need to do it there as well. Yeah? But you see, the points on the hexagon, they are lying on what? What is this? Are they not on the center line? The points of this hexagon, there and there, are they not on the center line? Like this one, let's talk about this one. This point is on the center line there. And then you see that actually we need that point up there. I can easily transfer it going up like this. There's that point. I just took it up and then I just made a point. Do you see that? Now I need this point again there, right? What do? You take this one up there. Do you see that? Now what else am I looking for? On this very same line, this one here, you need also the points on this line. So what do? You transfer this up here. You transfer this one up there. And then what you now need to do is this. So you place your 30-60 like this, draw this. Draw that line again. And then what is it that these points, ne? I'm looking for these points, and then since I have that line, what can I do? I can just transfer them up, ne? I transfer them up like this. There's the point I'm looking for up there. And then what I do is I can just easily draw it like this. And then this one comes here, ne? And then what about that one? You just transfer the point. There's the point, ne? And then the front one, it's drawn like this. The one at the back, it's drawn like that. And then I now have all my 6 points there. Let me just quickly do this. So this is the drawing that you're doing. Now do you see that I have a hexagon that is sitting on top of the base? And I said everything that I was doing here, in your case, you were supposed to do it in construction lines so that when you are darkening, some of the lines you don't darken them because they are not visible from the front. Ne? So this is just the basic way of doing the drawing.